Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in our previous class, we have been discussed about what is the meaning of lifespan, what is the meaning of asexual reproduction, and characteristics of asexual reproduction. So today in our class, let us discuss about the types of asexual reproduction. Types of asexual reproduction. So which are the types of asexual reproduction are present? First let us discuss through the flow chart. There are 6 types of asexual reproduction are present. So first type is fission. First type of asexual reproduction is fission. This fission, it will divides into 2 types. One is binary fission. Another one is multiple fission. So fission is 2 types. One is binary fission, another one is multiple fission. Next, second type is budding. Second type is budding. So this budding is also divided into 2 types. One is external budding. External budding, or else even we are calling it as a exogenous budding. Another one is internal budding. Or even we are calling it as a endogenous budding. So budding, it is divided into 2 types. One is external budding or exogenous budding. Another one is internal budding or endogenous budding. Next, third type is spore formation. Third type of asexual reproduction is spore formation. Next type is fragmentation. Next type is fragmentation. Next type, regeneration. Regeneration. And next, last type is vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. So this vegetative reproduction, it has classified into 2 types. One is natural method. One is natural method. Another one is artificial method. Artificial method, it is classified into 4 types. Artificial method, it is classified into 4 types. One is cutting. Another one is layering. Third is grafting. And last type is tissue culture. and last type is tissue culture. So it is 4 types it is present. So artificial method, it is divided into the 4 types here. So one is the cutting, layering, grafting and tissue culture. So 4 types it is classified. So this is the flow chart of asexual reproduction. So let's discuss by taking one by one. So first let us discuss by fission. So first type of asexual reproduction is fission. Fission is a type of asexual reproduction in which fully grown parental organism divide into 2 or more similar daughter individual. Fission means what? It is a type of asexual reproduction So fission means what here? It is a type of asexual reproduction in which fully grown parental body. Fully grown is nothing but the parent should come to the maturity. After it comes to maturity, then it will undergo the asexual reproduction. Fully grown parental body divide into 2 or more similar daughter cells. It will divide to produce the 2 daughter cells or more than 2 daughter cells also it may be produced. This process we are calling it as a fission. So during this process, so what happen here means the whole parental body divides along with the nucleus. During this fission process, whole parent body, complete parent body, it will divides along with nucleus and cytoplasm to produce the daughter individual. So during this process what happen? The parental body divides along nucleus and cytoplasm or cytoplasmic content into smaller sized daughter cells. So during this process, fission process, what happened? So parent body along with the parent body, nucleus it will get divided. First which it will get divided? First nucleus will get divided. Later the cytoplasm which is present, it will get divided to produce a small number of a daughter individual. Now we have come to know the definition of the fission. Now in this, let us discuss about the binary fission. Binary fission is nothing but it is a type of asexual reproduction in which parent body divides into 2 equal sized daughter cells. So where the nucleus it will get divided, later what happen means cytoplasm it will get divided and it will produces the 2 daughter individual. So examples are bacteria, amoeba, paramecium, euglena and planaria. So this is the example here. This is the paramecium. So this is the parent body. So it is undergoing the cell division, fission division, binary fission division, where the nucleus it is dividing and even the cytoplasm is also dividing, and it produces the 2 equal sized daughter cells it is produced here. So this process only we are calling as a binary fission. In your textbook they have been given the example of the amoeba. You can write the amoeba or else even you can write the paramecium for the binary fission. Next type is multiple fission. Next, let us discuss the second type, multiple fission. Multiple fission is also, it is a type of asexual reproduction in which parent cell or individual divides into many daughter cells of similar size. What is the meaning of multiple fission? It is a type of asexual reproduction in which So what is the meaning of multiple fission is, it is also a type of asexual reproduction in which parent body or parent cell divides into many daughter cells of similar size. A parent cell divides into many daughter cells of similar size here. So in this process, nucleus of the parent cells repeatedly it will get divided to produce a large number of nuclei. So during this process, what happen? Nucleus of parent cell divides repeatedly to form a number of daughter nuclei. Later what happen? The cytoplasm gather around each nuclei to form spores. So, we'll take an example. Take an example of amoeba. So by taking an example, let us discuss. So example is, we have taken the amoeba. So this is the amoeba here. So while amoeba it is undergoing this process here, it will form a 3-layered thick walled. This wall we are calling it as a cyst wall. So it will form a hard covering of 3-layer walls here. That hard covering of 3-layer wall we are calling it as a cyst wall. So that's why now this amoeba we are calling it as a encysted amoeba we are calling. So 3 layers of hard covering when it will produce means during the reproduction process here. Now inside this is the nucleus. This nucleus it will be start for dividing repeatedly. So this nucleus it has been started to divide repeatedly to produce the number of daughter nuclei. So these are all the number of daughter nuclei. So these are all nothing but these are the daughter nuclei. Number of daughter nuclei it has been produced. Later for this nuclei, the cytoplasm it has been start to gather. So these are all of the nucleus here. For this nucleus, the cytoplasm it has been start for gathering and completely it has formed a spore, and each spore it will be developed into a new individual. So what type of spore this is? This is a pseudopodia spore, because you know very well here amoeba it will move with the help of what here? It will move with the help of the pseudopodia. Now these spores are also showing the movement here by producing the pseudopodia. So that's why we are calling it as a pseudopodia spore we are calling. Later it will breaks this cyst wall. So which is the hard covering which has been produced this amoeba. It will breaks this cyst wall and all the spores it will be comes out and it will develops into a new individual. So to this process, from single parent we got a large number of offspring we got. So that's why we are calling it as a multiple fission. We used to call, and it is one of the important question for your exam. Many times repeatedly they ask this question for 3 marks. Example for this is amoeba, plasmodium, algae, etc. So all these organisms, they'll undergo the multiple fission. Certain organisms, they'll go for the binary fission also. Certain time they'll go for the multiple fission also. So according to the situation, they'll perform their role here. And during the favorable condition only, they'll break the cyst wall, and all the offsprings will be comes out during the favorable condition. So this is about your multiple fission. So one type of asexual reproduction we have been completed. Next, let us go to the second type of asexual reproduction, that is nothing but budding. Next type of asexual reproduction is budding. So budding is also a type of asexual reproduction in which one or more outgrowths form inside or on the parental body called bud. What is the meaning of budding? It is a type of, so budding is nothing but it is a type of asexual reproduction in which one or more outgrowth formed inside the parental body or on the parental body, or else here above the surface of the parental body, is called as bud. So this is called as bud. This bud, it will get enlarges and it will develops into a new individual. This bud, it will start for enlarging and finally it will develops into a new individual, and later it will get detached from the parent body and leads an independent life. So let us take one example. Will take the yeast. So which is nothing but it is a unicellular organism, which is a fungi. This is a yeast. So on this yeast body, parental body, this parental body, it will start to produce an outgrowth, and this outgrowth, it will be start for enlarging, it will be start for growing. Finally, so what happened, it will develops into a new individual, and this is, we are calling it as a bud. This process only we are calling it as a budding. Later this bud, it will be detached or it will get separated from the parental body and develops into a new individual and leads an independent life. So this process only we are calling it as a budding we are calling. Example is yeast, which is a type of fungi. Now in this budding, as I said you here, two types it is present. Which are those two types? Means one is the exogenous or external budding, another one is the endogenous or internal budding. So first let us discuss about your exogenous or external budding. External budding, or else even what we are calling it as a exogenous budding. The name itself will shows what is the meaning of this process. So external budding means an outgrowth, it will be formed on the surface of the body. So that's why we are calling it as a exogenous. For this also let us take one example. Let us take an example of the Hydra, which is one of the multicellular organism. This is the parental body which has started an outgrowth. In small outgrowth it has been produced. In small outgrowth it has been produced. Later this outgrowth, it will be start for growing. Like this. And outgrowth, it will be start for growing. Now this bud outgrowth, what we are calling it as a bud which has been completely grown and developed into a new individual. This is a fully mature bud. Fully matured bud. This is a developing bud. And finally, this bud, it will get detached from the parental body and leads an independent life. So this is the parental body, and the bud, it will get detaches like this. It will get detaches from the parent body and develops into a new individual and leads an independent life. So external budding is nothing but, so we have taken one of the example, called it as a hydra, which is one of the multicellular organism. So in this organism, so an outgrowth it will be produced from the gastrodermal cells and epidermal cells. So gastrodermal cells and epidermal cells, it will be present in outside the body of this organism. With the help of these cells, what happen, an outgrowth it will be produces through the process called it as a mitosis. So through the mitosis, the cells it will be start for dividing, and an outgrowth it will be start for growing. This outgrowth it will be go on growing, and finally it will develops into a fully matured bud. After it has been matured fully, it will be detaches from the parent and it will lead an independent life. So this is the external budding which will take place outside the body of an organism. Next type is internal budding. Internal budding, or else even we are calling it as a endogenous budding also. So the internal budding or endogenous budding, it will take place in few organisms like sponges. In sponges, we have taken the example as a spongilla. In this organism, it will produce a bud. That bud it will produce inside the body of the organism. But we are given a specific name, we are calling it as a gemule. What is the meaning of gemule? Means it is an internal bud formed inside the body of the parent is called gemule. Now this gemule, it encloses a mass of undifferentiated cells called archaeocyte. Gemule encloses a mass of undifferentiated, mass means group of cells, and all these cells are similar to each other. All the cells are exactly similar to each other, so that's why we are calling it as a undifferentiated cells we are calling. So these undifferentiated cells we are calling it as an archaeocyte. During the favorable condition, these cells it will be comes out from this micropyle region, and each it will be develops into a new individual. This type of budding we are calling it as a internal budding or endogenous budding. So today in this class we have been discussed about the two types of asexual reproduction. One is fission, another one is budding. So remaining we'll discuss in our later classes.